Previously on the Jay and Dan podcast.
Yeah, we had a good time in Regina. Thanks, Regina. You really did it.
Did you just burp?
Yep. Could you hear that? It was like...
The batteries seem to be dead. I have some in my car. Why don't you come over and help me put them in?
Wouldn't you just say, well, go get the batteries, I'll wait here?
You know... You know... I'm a professional photographer. When I first saw that, I thought he was going to say, I'll beat you up or I'll punch you in the face.
I'll kill your dog.
Okay, then.
Come on, it'll be fun.
That one sounded like Taggart.
Come on, it'll be fun.
That was Taggart in that commercial. I didn't want you to squirt your...
Remix.
into my cocktail, but thanks anyways. What is wrong with you?
What is wrong with you?
And he came to life when Muffy the Mouse said that hocus pocus alamagocus.
Yeah.
That's what I used to call my girlfriend's...
Remix.
Jay's working blue tonight.
I know. Hi. Where is the banana hot dog?
You're listening to the Jay and Dan podcast.
Dance! That was a bit loud. Is this episode 35?
Episode 35 brought to you by Certain Dry Prescription Deodorant.
What? Is that... Did you make that up?
No. It's clinical strength. If you got a lot of moisture coming out of your pits,
You're a pit sweater.
you need Certain Dry. My brother Sean and I guess we had a sweaty stage of our upbringing.
Oh, here we go.
We got stuff like that. It clogs it right up. There's no moisture that comes out.
That's not good, because it's going to come out somewhere else.
Well, I know.
Maybe you're...
It was essentially like rubbing a melted aluminum pan under your arms because it was all aluminum. Sorry. I wasn't allowed to watch Three's Company.
What? What?
There was only 4 kids in my grade, and I was the only boy, so... Dad rubbed mud on all wounds.
Guess that'll be for another time on O'Toole's Mangled Childhood.
Who's gonna die this week? Just to clarify, that wasn't during childhood. That was later years.
But you went back to your hometown for your sister's 40th birthday on Friday, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. We had a great time. Went to karaoke.
Did you go by the Peterborough Theatrical Society and pick up the raccoon coat?
No, we got there too late. But yeah, I'd never done
from the Peterborough Theatrical Society. I've got a raccoon coat.
I've never done the private room karaoke. Have you ever been one of those places? It feels like you're walking into a sex den.
Yes. It's great.
And here's the weirdest thing, because we had a large group with us. We had like 20 or so people, so they said, you need the bigger booth. When we went in there, they were spraying down the couches.
What?
Yes.
What?
With chemicals.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
So did they pull a producer Tim? A little Mio on the couches? They squirted some on the couches?
I don't know. It was a bit, we got over it though.
So what did you sing?
I sang some Born to Run.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little Springsteen.
Sang some California Girls.
Now, you didn't spend a lot of time at Spanky's, home of Big City Ken, which was a little disappointing to
we
me.
wrapped up the night. Well, my sister, it was her birthday, so she was the tour guide. She took us around. She wanted to go dancing. She wanted to go singing. So the last stop, she's like, yeah, fine, we'll go to Spanky's. So we went there for a cocktail and then went home.
And then you were out of there. And then you went to the clubs in Peterborough?
Yeah, we went to the White House, if you've ever been there. So this is one of the bars in my hometown of Peterborough, Ontario. You walk in, it's like a saloon, but the dancing area is like you're walking into a pit to fight a dog. Because you have to walk down 10 stairs, so you're into the ring.
Yeah.
And then all the creeps just sit and watch the girls dance.
Yeah,
and they are
keep
trapped.
dancing. Yeah.
They're trapped in a cage. They can't get out.
That's Michael Vick would have loved that dance floor.
Oh, too soon.
What? No? Okay. Maybe
Where is the banana hot dog?
Essa would have been leaning over.
That makes no sense.
Hey, it makes perfect sense. By the way, we're in the
I'm sweating already.
we're in the closet today.
Where's that antiperspirant? I'm probably already dripping.
Where's the aluminum?
Am I dripping yet?
We need to rub it all
probably
over
am.
Dan. Oh, Jesus! Dan has massive pit stains. Holy crap! It's like Lake Ontario under Dan's arms right now. How do you have such massive pit stains? We've been in here for 5 minutes.
I'm sweating.
What?
I had to rush to get here. So here's what happened.
Yeah, you were late. We were all waiting.
We were supposed to start at 7. I sent Mike an email, said I'll be there at 7:15. I had to wait out a hailstorm. Proof is in my daughter Ruby's hat. I will explain. My dog doesn't like storms. So he was trying to get upstairs during this hailstorm and thunder and lightning and wind. And he plowed his way through a child's gate. I don't know how, but he did. And then I was getting ready, and I hear, "Oh no! I went in. So my dog had done his circle, which I've described before when he took a dump on my front seat of my car. But he was doing it in my daughter's room. And it was
Took a dump on your daughter's bed?
It was conveniently being caught by my wife in my daughter's hat. So
Big deuce here.
So your dog took a dump in your daughter's hat.
perfectly caught, didn't get on the carpet.
Fantastic.
So now I thought for sure the hat was being thrown out, but I think it got thrown in the wash.
Whoa. I don't know.
Poop hat.
You think maybe you give that hat up? You cut your losses there, maybe?
That'd be great, though, because it's
poop hat.
But it's the youngest daughter, so whenever she wears it, we're like, yeah, she's got the poop hat.
She's got the hat.
Hey, Ruby, that's quite the good hat you got there.
Hey, Ruby, nice
Hi.
hat you got there.
Hi.
Why are you making fun of me, Dad? No reason. It's just that our dog took it
Hi.
in the hat you're wearing on your head right now. You couldn't have got me a fresh hat, Dad? Nope. Anyway, I'm going to send you to school now.
Is the air on in here at all?
It's perfectly cool in here. It's nice. What? Oh, now Toolsy's gonna. Yeah, we're gonna freeze you. You're gonna freeze us out.
Well, my shirt's just going to be one big moisture stain.
Okay, one small problem. Do you have an undershirt under
I
there?
do.
Where are you from? The 40s?
Any people that watch Mad Men, I saw a hilarious tweet. Because Don Draper always flashes back to when he was a kid.
Yeah.
And a guy sent out a tweet. He's like, yeah, it sure is neat seeing Don Draper's childhood in the 1880s. 1880s.
Well, I understand what Dan is saying. It seems like it's the 1880s, but it's just the Great Depression.
It's the edgy nerd.
And he grew up in a house. What do you expect?
He did.
That would have been great.
Is that his mom in the house with him?
No, it's like a woman who adopted him.
No.
His mom died in childbirth, I think. I'm going to crack open this energy drink, too.
We had a great line. Well, we didn't have it. Taggart had a great line last week. You heard it in the intro. And I've sent Taggart a few...
You love this. You sent me a tweet later that night.
Because I listened to it. The one where he says, Jay's working blue tonight. Because he came in and you were on a tirade.
Was I?
Yeah. This is the
Jay's working blue tonight.
Well, I don't know what it was. I will confess I had 4 pints before doing this podcast that we're
You
doing right
shouldn't be
now.
confessing that.
Well, this is what's happening now that we're leaving.
You're just going to get bombed every afternoon.
I'm going to get destroyed before every single podcast. No, I'm pretty much sobered up by now, and I drove in here, so you'd hope I had. But this is the thing. In all seriousness, I'm pretty sober. But this is the thing. When you say you're leaving, then all of a sudden all your friends from 20, 30 years ago come out of the woodwork. And so today I hung out with some buddies that I'd gone to school with 20 years ago.
Are people supposed to be contacting me?
Yeah, I don't. Is no one contacting you? Because my schedule's full of social activities.
Maybe they don't have my number. Maybe.
Speaking of which,
I was busy watching dogs poop in hats.
speaking of which, we were supposed to interview Alan Thicke today.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he canceled on us. But Mike, Christoph, and I were in full correspondence on the entire thing. And I guess Dan was left out a little
Well, we
bit
got
on
into
that one.
work last night, so I sent everyone an email because we were supposed to record much earlier than we usually are, on a different day, different time, different studio, everything. So I sent everyone an email. Is that still on tomorrow? And Nonrad's like, that got canceled. Oh, okay. Just don't bother about me.
Well, I think we all just assumed you were on the email chain there. Yeah.
Maybe all my emails and phone calls are going to someone else's phone.
Is it possible that the people are shutting you out?
That's happened all my life.
Really?
Yeah.
No, that's not true. You got to go to the Sex Den karaoke.
That's
You got to go where they sprayed the couches down with disinfectant.
Very odd. And Japanese song kept coming on too. Someone kept hitting a button and it would just be full on different language. We couldn't understand it. It
You
happened.
sure it was Japanese? It wasn't Gangnam Style?
Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Oppan Gangnam Style.
It was writing I could not read.
Oh, okay. It could have been Korean.
It could have been Korean.
Yeah, it could very well have been Korean.
I feel a lot better now.
Oh, you feel... Yeah, it is cooler in here now. Yeah.
Did we describe it? We're in the sex den?
Yeah,
room?
we're in the... What would you call this, Mike? What is this? Like this is the closet. I just call it the closet. The production studio. We call it the production studio. It's 5 by 3.
Well, in all seriousness, it's about 10 by 8. That's about the size of a big closet.
By 8? Yeah, I guess.
8 by 8.
I don't know if it's 10 by 8.
Where's Mike Holmes?
Maybe it's 6 by 6.
Let's get a proper measurement on this, Holmesy. What's Mike Holmes doing these days?
I think it's a small walk-in closet is what we're in, basically. And it's going to be good. By the way, our guest today, Paul Biznasty, is on the show today. This is very exciting. Our listeners have been waiting for
We've
him
had
to
a
be
lot
on.
of requests about him.
Yeah.
You didn't answer my question about Mike Holmes.
Oh, sorry.
Carpentry.
I think he's still
Expert?
doing the shows. I think he just does different shows now. It's not Holmes on Holmes anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was producer Tim's favorite show in its prime. Mm-hmm. Love that. He loves a man in overalls.
So, Dan, what does that say about Tim? If Tim loves a man in overalls, does that mean Tim should be working on Holmes on Holmes?
I think he'd like to work on that show.
I think he would like to work on that show, if you know what I'm saying. Poor Tim.
I know.
He can't wait to get rid of us. Oh, right, he's coming with us. How could I forget?
The hit of last week's podcast was the Stranger Danger video. I've watched it 3 or 4 times. I watched it again this weekend. I was at a dinner party on Saturday night. We pulled it up and had some laughs.
How weird is that, though? You're at a dinner party and it's like, hey, who wants to see a video? I'm tired of talking to you people.
Now, the women were gone doing something, and this was like late in the night.
The women were
Hi.
out in the other room.
It wasn't. See, why does Andre have to go blue again?
No, I'm just saying. You said the women were doing something. Well, what automatically do you think about?
Jay's working blue tonight.
So, we...
Goat? Is that it?
Hi.
Goat. What am I, 12? Yeah, pretty much.
But we had some... I laugh every time. I still...
Oh, it's incredible.
Hi. Oh, I messed that up.
Hi. You're a cute kid. You know, I'm a professional photographer. Why don't you come on, hop in the car. I'll take your picture.
Hey, hop in.
Come on, it'll be fun.
Oh, Taggart. If you watch that guy, that's the guy throwing the ball up and down in his hand, and he just barely catches it each time.
He's struggling.
He's like,
It probably took him 7, 8 takes.
try and look like you've done this before. Okay, got it.
No, it's that was a huge hit, and we appreciate your feedback on that one at Jay and Dan TSN. I guess we're gonna have to change that podcast handle, eh? Because we're gonna be not working for TSN.
I got to change mine.
Yeah. So
People
what
are
are you-
sending in suggestions.
Okay, well, this is the thing. I was speaking to our social media star, Jamie Saul, about this, and he said that you wanted to change it to Old Man O'Toole?
No, FS1, Fox Sports 1 O'Toole.
Oh, okay. But he said at one point you thought about Old Man
I
O'Toole.
sent him like 10 suggestions.
I like
Old Man Toolsy.
That's better. That's what you should change it to.
Someone sent me Silver Fox O'Toole. Huh? Who's with me on that one? Hello?
I don't know.
Old Man Toolsy.
I don't think that should be it. I like Old Man O'Toole. I think
But
that's
it won't
good.
make sense to the people down in the
Who
States.
cares? Screw them. All right, we've already got our money.
Hi.
Them.
Wow. You're intent on making sure we don't move.
Hey, we'll be fine. We'll
Okay.
get there, and they'll accept what we are as people. We can't change.
No, I can't. I'm going to live in the valley.
Yeah, so Toolsy's moving to the valley, where it's 150 degrees every day.
That's my dream world. Except actually, I would be sweating a lot.
Well, look at you now.
No,
We're
I
in an
think it's
air-conditioned
cool-
room,
it's
and
cooled
your
down.
pits are like...
It's cooled down.
Your pits are still like the Muskoka Lakes.
No.
There's Rosso on one arm, and there's Joseph on the other. That's an Ontario joke for everyone.
It's cottage country I didn't grow up in. I grew up in the Kawarthas.
That's true, you did. You're a big cottage fan, though. You love cottages.
No, we've been through this. I hate them.
I still don't understand why you hate them so much.
I will describe it. This is the final time I'm describing why I hate cottages. The lakes are dark, cold. They're warm for what? August 15th at noon till August 16th at 2. That's the length of time that the lake is warm. Things are touching your legs. You can't see.
It's weeds.
You are in a cottage in which the furniture isn't good enough for someone's basement, yet you're supposed to have fun. There's no matching cutlery. There's no matching plates. The board games are all missing pieces.
Who are you, Martha Stewart? You need everything to match.
I don't like it. You have to watch VCR movies.
Yeah, that's true. You do. Here's Slapshot on VCR.
Yeah.
That would be a good one,
It
actually.
would.
That would be a good one.
Well, there. That in a nutshell. And you have to fight traffic to get there, fight traffic to get away. You got to pack a bunch of
Hi.
then unpack it when you get back.
Yeah, it's kind of true.
Old Man Toolsy.
That's right.
I'd
That's
rather
right.
sit
Hi.
on the front porch and yell at the kids.
Hey, can we hear the Jerry D comparison, Christoph? So there, someone in the Stranger Danger video, I think it was the photographer. People thought that Jerry D sounded like someone in the Stranger Danger video. We got numerous tweets about this.
Hi. You're sure a cute kid. You know, I'm a professional photographer. Why don't you come on, hop in the car. I'll take your picture.
Okay,
That wasn't
okay, let's now hear Jerry.
I have a message. How many of you know what that is? That is the gang symbol of the gang I was in as a child called the Swans. There's 4 of us. We'd create havoc, pick on people. People would come at us, we would defend, and we would hurt them.
There was no similarities
No,
at all.
I think that our listeners are drunk.
Well, a lot of them also said whenever we play Big City Ken, they're like, sounds just like Jerry D. But then they say whenever we play Big City Ken, sounds just like your brother Sean. So whenever anyone's on the phone, they sound like Big City Ken.
Right, fair enough. Did you see, by the way, you were at Spanky's, the home of Big City Ken. Did you
Nothing.
didn't see him there?
No plaques or anything.
So weren't they going to invite Big City Ken to Spanky's and he was going to maybe sign some autographs?
Yeah, they're going to have a fundraiser.
Perfect. I love that idea.
A meeting with Big City Ken. I'm not sure when this is happening. I'm sure we're going to be gone. Maybe we'll come back for it.
Okay, well, this is the thing we were just discussing before we stood zipping the podcast, that we want to do a live podcast. Maybe we do it at Spanky's.
I don't think it's big enough. It's a nice, intimate place.
We'll make it big enough.
I'd
We'll
love to
force
go
it
back.
in.
I thought we were going to do it at a comedy bar. Are we going to do that?
Yeah, I think the goal is to maybe do it at the comedy bar. Maybe Real Sports, maybe the comedy bar. But either way, we want to do a live podcast, bring back some of the favorites. And I'd love to get Big City Ken himself there on stage. That would be great.
Okay.
What do you think he looks like? I think he looks like John Belushi just before he OD'd and died.
I did meet the person, by the way. Remember I told you someone was telling me by text who Big City Ken was? So I ran into this person at Spanky's. They said, yeah, I told you who Big City Ken was. I said, I had no idea who that was. I said, that's not your number. Yeah, I changed numbers. I'm like, do you maybe want to say, hey, this is so-and-so. I changed my number. Now I'm going to proceed to tell you a story.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Anyways, I got over it. It was Eric who drove us back from Spanky's one night.
Yeah. I don't think he was sober when he drove us.
No, you can't throw people under the bus.
He was not sober. There's no way.
He was.
Okay, let's just go with that. How about this YouTube video, Dumb Ways to Die? Do we have that, Christoph? Maybe hear a little bit of that.
Set fire to your hair, poke a stick at a grizzly bear, eat medicine that's out of date, use your private parts as piranha bait. Dumb ways to die, so many dumb ways to die. Dumb ways to die, so many dumb ways to die.
So, Edie Burkell? Lisa Loeb?
Toast out with a fork, do your own electrical work, teach yourself how to fly, eat a 2-week-old unrefrigerated pie. Dumb ways to die.
You would never die off of eating an old pie.
I was going to say, if there was a 2-week-old unrefrigerated pie on my counter, I'd devour it right
Maybe
now.
a tortillere. It's a meat pie, right? Isn't it? A tortillere?
I'm speechless right now.
Because of my bilingualism?
Was the 4-person school in Peterborough a bilingual school? Was it a French immersion?
Good question. I don't know what we learned there.
I don't think anyone knows what you learned there.
We learned about live.
So, that was Dumb Ways to Die. Was that your suggestion or
Whose
mine?
was that? I never heard that in my life.
Someone sent that in.
Oh, yeah.
Someone sent that in.
I think...
So is it
I
the
think we
same
can agree
person
that
that
was-
said Jerry D sounded like that? Hi.
Before we get to Biz Nasty, can we hear the Don't You Put It in Your Mouth? This is one...
Where's this going?
This is a good one. I like this one.
Why do you think your mommy or daddy are always telling you, don't put that in your mouth? Let's find out.
Hi, kid. Why are we on television anyway? We're here to tell a little story about why you shouldn't put things into your mouth. When
That was in the commercial?
Why are we on television?
Can I hear that again?
Let's find out.
Hi, kid. Why are we on television anyway? We're here to
Hey,
tell a little
it's
story
weird when
about
the
why you
camera's
shouldn't
on
put
you.
things into your mouth when you don't know what they are, and why you should never take anything a stranger tries to give you. Why not? Because if you ate somebody else's medicine, some bad food, or some poison, you could get very sick. Ugh, I don't want to be sick. And that's why before you eat anything, you should always ask someone you love if it's okay. Okay, I love you. Can I eat the guitar? No, but you can help me sing a song about eating things that don't belong inside you. Okay, I wasn't really hungry anyway. Well, wait, maybe a little bit. Okay, everybody, if you see something that you want to eat, before you do anything, remember this song. Don't you put it in your mouth. Don't you put it in your mouth. Don't you stuff it in your face. Don't stuff it in your face. Though it might look good to eat. Though it might look good to eat. And it might look good to taste. And it might look good to taste. You could get sick. Yuck. Real quick. Yuck. Real sick. Real ick. Don't you put it in your mouth. Don't you stuff it in your face. If it's okay to eat, if it's okay to eat, like a muffin or a beet.
Like a muffin or a beet.
If you
Where did he come from?
That's what it is. Remember, boys and girls, don't put it in your mouth. Hey, what am I doing? I don't even like beets. And don't put it in your mouth. Bye-bye, everyone.
Remember, boys and girls, never take anything from a stranger and don't put things in your mouth when you don't know what they are. If you eat somebody else's medicine or some bad food or some poison, you could get very sick. Yeah! Always ask someone you love before you put anything in your mouth.
Hi. Cute, kid. You know, I'm a professional photographer.
That was bizarre.
Julesy, you've never heard that before? It's like puppets and stuff.
I'm gonna eat the guitar!
I heard today a story that a comedian, a woman told on Howard Stern that she and her friend were partying with Lance Armstrong.
Ooh, I read this, yes.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
And she walked into the bathroom and her friend was Lance Armstrong's.
Hi.
Whoa.
Always ask someone you love before you put anything in your mouth.
I don't know about that.
That's what she said. She said he was bent over and she was buried face deep like a Baconator.
Was Rob Ford in the corner smoking crack?
Like, when you think of all the we don't know about Lance Armstrong, man.
I don't know.
What was how freaky was Sheryl Crow? There's the real question. Weren't they engaged?
I believe they were.
She must have been a freaky chick.
Or maybe he just didn't tell her any of that. And he did it at comedians' parties.
Lance, do you want to come to my comedian party? You'll probably get your...
Hi.
I'm in!
Did they not have toilet paper?
Oh, God. Well, no, I mean... Well, maybe they did. Maybe he just preferred that. Anyway, what about this Ahemsky thing, Christoph?
All these things I've never seen. I love it.
Yeah.
Someone sent them all in.
Let's see this one.
Ahemsky, your backhanded stick. Left-handed stick you use to slash people, skate on the ice. And stick handles, you always play the puck and not the man. They try to block you out, skate around them, so you can tell the ref to get in the game. We always thought that he would be the first to go in the shootout. Ahemsky, you have that big George Larac.
Apparently I sent this in. What was that? Apparently I sent that in. You see what happens is I get tweets from everyone and they're like, oh, put this in, put that in the show. And then I just send it to Christoph and Mike.
Do you not look at it?
Yeah, sometimes I don't.
Don't you put it in your mouth?
That was like from a wedding or something like that.
Don't you stuff it in your face?
I could have been a voice on that commercial.
I thought that was pretty good. I enjoyed that.
Biz Nasty time?
Let's do it. Let's bring on Biz Nasty. Now, what we're going to have to do is I'm going to have to kind of get out of the way here. Okay. It's still going. The podcast is still going.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
great. So we're miking.
Yeah.
Mike Gentile's calling up Biz Nasty. Jay's stepped away from his microphone.
I just had to back up a bit.
So, for at least 2 minutes of this podcast, there will be no beeps. How's everyone doing? Christoph is sitting 2 inches from me. He's got his hand on his crotch. I'm not even kidding.
You have your hand in between your legs on every show we do.
No.
Meanwhile, your pits are still completely saturated with sweat.
Holy crap!
Hey, Paul, Mike from TSN, how you doing?
You've got some problems.
Oh,
I need that anti-sep.
Here we go.
So, are you always wearing an undershirt, Julesy? Is that a constant with you?
Yeah. So win, lose, or tie, I sent our video guru, Corey O'Hanley, email after the show last night. I said, can we get clips of win, lose, or tie? He says, it was only around for 2 weeks. I don't know if those tapes exist. He says,
it was around for half a year.
He said, working on it.
Oh, good. So that means there's a chance. So for people who don't know, Ty Domi was actually a hockey analyst at TSN for a good year. And he had his own segment called Win, Lose, or Tie. And it was pretty horrible. It was pretty atrocious. It was a bad segment.
It was entertaining.
And he was gone soon after that. And so I guess
we're going to try to find clips of them.
I guess my question for Biz Nasty is, how soon until you're working for TSN, my friend?
Well, I don't know. Hopefully not soon, so I'll still be playing. Although I did do the panel during the playoffs last year.
Now, what was that experience like for you? Did you actually enjoy it? Because obviously everyone comes to you and says, "Hey, when you're done your playing career, you're going to be a great, on-air personality." But when you actually got in and did it for us last year, where you're like, "You know what? I'm never doing this. This is a horrible experience."
Oh, besides getting bagels for Bob McKenzie every 5 minutes, it wasn't actually that bad. It was fun. They paid me pretty well. The thing was, though, is I came in on a weekend. I think I did like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I was going out to 4 or 5 in the morning. I think we ended up to go to Spadina 2 of the 3 nights. Sure you guys have heard of that. It's a little nice after hours at a house where you buy drinks with poker chips or marbles. They change it up so you can't use the same tokens from the last after hours.
The booze is like in a hockey bag or something like that.
Oh, yeah. I ended up taking home a doctor, actually, and then she, left on me, and then she forgot her keys, and she had, what do you call those things that get into the underground parking?
A fob.
Like a fob.
A fob? Yeah, so she forgot it, and, I had to leave it at the Westin. I never got her number or anything, and, it was just a mess. Pretty weekend, though. So, TSN's pretty awesome.
That's Canada's sports leader in a nutshell.
Now, why aren't you back doing that this year?
I don't know. I think they just wanted some fresh faces and guys who didn't run up their hotel tabs and room service tabs and go out till 5 in the morning and tell kill stories while the panel wasn't on.
But we've got Mike Pekka here, and he's wasting our budget on razors. The guy needs to shave every intermission.
Oh, why? Oh, is he a hairy guy?
Oh, he's like Homer Simpson. He needs to shave as he's shaving.
Oh, man.
So how was your season in a nutshell? We don't hear from you much on Twitter during the regular season, so now you can finally start tweeting again.
Yeah. Well, I was at the Sidney Crosby at Cardiff during the lockout. That was pretty cool. A couple points a game, minus the fact that it was a glorified men's league. It was pretty cool. Then I came back, and then it was back to reality in our lineup, playing 5 minutes, but I had a career high in points this year. No goals, but I was dishing quite a bit, and it was fun. We didn't make playoffs, which sucked after especially going to the conference finals last year. But when Mike Smith gets hurt, and he's a big part of your team. It's hard in such a shortened season to make up for those lost wins.
I know you get tired of talking about the Phoenix situation, but let's just address it and move on. Okay, so right off the top, we're still a little bit up in the air on that one. It's not even clear whether you guys will be there next year. I know you love playing there. I mean, obviously every player would love playing in Scottsdale. How great would that be? But at the same time, even for someone like yourself who loves to go out, loves to have a good time, loves the warm weather, does it get a little old after a while, and do you almost wish this was over and settled, maybe you're playing somewhere else?
Well, first off, I'll say I'd like to stay there. It's nice playing in a place where, you can kind of go about your business and no one really bothers you. We go into restaurants or, after a Saturday win, we can go to the W and no one really knows who you are. We can kind of do our thing, Maybe you had a few too many shots and you stumble over, you're not on the front page of the Star the next morning and everyone's giving it to you. And, no, it's good. And, I mean, as far as the hockey market, I think without the stability there, it's just hard for people to put money into it and invest in it when they're not sure. So I think if we do get an owner and a guy who comes in and wants to win and spends a little bit of money so we can, keep our free agents. I know, for instance, we lost Ray Whitney last year because, Dallas offered him a pretty big deal. Well, he was a huge part of us going to the conference finals, but we couldn't afford him. And now we're up in the same situation as far as Smitty's concerned. So I think that's going to have a big part to do with it. And I think if we get that done, then, it'll be a great place to play for a long time.
Biz, do your buddies call you Biz or Paul?
Oh, Biz, I don't really know. That's a good question. It's different. I guess that's something you never really think about.
Okay,
I think it's Biz.
Okay,
Some call me Nasty.
I'm not going to call you that. I'll call you Biz.
Why not?
So,
friend.
as you tweeted last week, yes, Jay and I are moving to the United States. You are a fellow Canadian who moved to the States. Give us some tips. What's going to be the biggest culture shock that we're going to find living in the United States?
Well, where are you guys going to be living?
We're going to be in L.A. somewhere.
Oh, wow, that's nice. That's great. You guys are going to fly right under the radar there. It's going to be perfect. But you're on Fox Sports News. Is that, I don't know, is that big? Is it popular?
It launches August 17th, brand new channel.
You guys going to be making some good dough or what?
We can't comment on that, but yes, we are.
You guys know what we're making. We should know what you're making.
Yeah, I guess so. Eh? Maybe that would help everyone. If it all just came public, right?
I think Bobby Mack's making some pretty good money. I was asking him, and he wouldn't say either, but he just nod. I kept going up and up, and he just nod and nod. He's got to be making $500,000. That's a great gig, though, eh?
Oh, well, but Bobby still won't have O'Toole and I up to his cottage, so I think the cottage is like some sort of castle up there in the Kawarthas.
He just sleeps on piles of money.
Oh, yeah, that's where it's all going down. But as far as you guys in L.A., man, you guys will have a blast. I don't know if you guys have been there before, but there's some pretty cool spots to go and some very attractive women.
The thing is, my wife is looking at homes in the valley where it's like surface of the sun.
Wife? Ew. I don't know what that means. I've heard of it. But, no, but yeah, I don't know, man. If I were you, I'd just stay in West Hollywood and get after it.
West Hollywood. Okay, I'll have to look at West Hollywood.
Jay, are you single, or you got a girl or a wife?
I do have a girl, and I think the main issue is, do you think that either of our relationships are going to last more than 2 years beyond this?
Well, in L.A., no way. That's what I was going to say. If you can make it last longer by having an apartment in West Hollywood and maybe living with your girl in the valley.
Right. I love that setup. You
can almost live two lives.
That's perfect. But actually, that brings me back to something I wanted to ask you. Like you mentioned earlier, you said one of the things you like about playing in Phoenix is you can fly under the radar a bit. You
guys for sure. I know you guys probably get hounded in Toronto.
I don't go to Toronto. I live in North Oshawa.
That's terrible. Yeah, it's true. It's true. No, but we do a little bit, and I think from an NHL player perspective is what I wanted to ask you is from a player perspective, people talk about Carey Price just mentioned, in Montreal that he feels like what did he say, like a hamster in a hole, like he can't come out of his house anymore because he can't go anywhere in Montreal without people harassing him. So he can't even enjoy this great, fantastic city that he's living in, that he's playing in. So has it kind of come to a point with NHL players, Paul, where you'd rather not play in Canada anymore just so you can just enjoy your life off the ice, so to speak?
Well, I won't name names, but as far as the general consensus is it'd be cool to play in Canada for a couple of years, but after that, they'd rather not. They'd rather play in a hockey market. For instance, you go to New York City, you're still going to sold out every night, great fans, but then you go out on a town and you can do whatever you want to do, be lost, go to a restaurant without anyone having coming up and, wanting to talk hockey. How's this guy's injury doing? When's he going to be back? But yeah, I couldn't imagine. I've been out with PK in Montreal, and he deals with it pretty good, but some guys just don't want to, they're shy and they don't really want to deal with random people coming up and talking to them and feel like they know them and letting them into their lives, right? So
now
I don't know.
You are big on Twitter, but do guys ever talk when you're on road trips and say, man, it must have been great back in the heydays of the 80s and 90s before cell phones and cell phone cameras and Twitter and all that? Because, like you said, everyone was under the radar then.
Yeah, you look at divorce rate, everyone's like, oh, the divorce rate's going up. It's because of cell phones and technology. That's why it's going up. The same stuff went down back then. It's just impossible to get caught.
Yep.
You have to call someone on a landline.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, science.
Now, how do you spend your summer? Because, I refer to the 80s and 90s again, when guys finished their season, they just went golfing, started pounding beers, and when training camp opened, they probably went from 12 a day down to just 6 pints a day. So that was their off-season workout.
Yeah, it's changed.
Yeah, you can't even you maybe take like 2 weeks off, if that.
Yeah, I mean, training's such a big thing. There's so much money to be made now, and it's such a competitive industry. And a lot of the younger guys coming up, they don't drink as much as the older guys, and they're a lot more serious. Where they might come out and have a couple beers. We play with some young guys in Phoenix that even aren't there anymore. That beg them to come out and have a drink, and it's nice for camaraderie and see guys away from the rink and know who you're competing for every night. And yeah, it kind of got away from that. I mean, I'm sure it was that way in other sports. I mean, look at Dallas, the old stories of the Dallas Cowboys when they used to have, I think it was called the White House, where all of them after Sunday games used to go there on a 2-day bender. You guys isn't that in the Cowboys book? You guys
That's
ever read
right.
that one?
Yeah, it is in that one. That's a great book, by the way.
I know they used to go and get into the extracurriculars, and it's a team thing. Now it's hard to get guys out, but yeah, I mean it's all right though. I'm a little bit of a mix. I like to train Monday to Friday, and then once Friday afternoon hits, I'll hit it for a few days, and then Sunday relax, get some healthy food in you, and start back over again.
Do you come back to Canada in the off season, or are you spending it down in the States?
I just finished Victoria, and I was just in Victoria for a long weekend, and now I'm going to go back to Phoenix for a couple weeks, and then I'm going to drive up to Vancouver and train and live in Vancouver for most of summer.
Oh, awesome city! Love that place. Used to live there.
It's so fun.
So
it's so good.
So for you, Paul, in terms of obviously your Twitter profile is so high. You've worked social media in such a great way. Has it resulted in you being asked to do more stuff corporate-wise, away from the rink, that kind of stuff? And do you embrace that, or is that even something you want to do? Do you want to do stuff where you're emceeing gigs, where you're doing more broadcasting? Is that something that even appeals to you, or do you still just want to concentrate on hockey and forget about all that?
I've gotten asked to do a lot of things, like I'm on Twitter, like advertise and things like that, and like that's brought up opportunities financially. But a lot of the stuff I won't do just because, it's Twitter. I don't want to start clogging it up with like stuff I don't really believe in, and like endorsement this, endorsement that. As far as away from that, like doing, like I did that TSN panel. I'm sure a big reason why I did that was, because of Twitter and how I interact with fans. Doing things away from TV though, when it's like in the public, and like say you go to like maybe like an event, I get a little uncomfortable like being like the center of attention in a big group. I mean, I like joking around like in interviews and on TV and stuff like that, but I get a little bit of anxiety when it comes to like social stuff. But yeah, opportunities have arisen, and I think hopefully after hockey, it could lead me to do something like, for instance, like TSN, maybe do the panel. I know, like, I like what PJ Stock's done. He does a pretty good job on Hockey Night in Canada. So maybe something like that.
Except he pops his collars. He popped his collar this season when he was wearing a suit jacket.
I know. You know what? His fashion's not great. It's a little... it's like, how do I... Like, I remember the one day he had, like, a checkered shirt on, but the checkers were literally the size of the shirt. Like, they were, like... It was like a 6-inch by 6-inch checker shirt. Whereas, like, like, I think they're called gingham shirts, where it's like small checkers.
Yeah.
And it's a nice look, but he just like went overboard, and then, like you said, he popped his collar one. Yeah, just like, I don't know, man. Yeah. Like, they got to have a stylist there, no?
Yeah, I don't think they do. Look at Don. Don's been doing his own thing for 40 years now.
That's a little different, though. I think that's kind of, you know what? That would be a cool job to take over. Coach's Corner.
See, would you feel, you mentioned it, because I know what you mean. Like, you're the center of attention. It's a little intimidating. But if they came to you and said, listen, Biz, when your career ends, Don's career is going to wind down. Maybe you step in, maybe you become that guy. That's a lot of pressure, though. Do you think you'd be up for that?
And see, the reason I think he's so popular and why it's because he'll say whatever. And people think he's senile now, but like he might just do it just to get a rise out of people, and people think like, oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about. But yet again, those people are talking about what he said a week later about this and about that, and some of the things he's pretty accurate on. Like other things, yeah, you might disagree with. Like, for instance, like the whole Kadri thing. I know, like, 2 or 3 years ago, he kept saying how dumb the Leafs were for not having this guy up, and, you know, he should be there, and then all of a sudden he is, and he's lighting the lamp, so I don't know. I think it would be too much pressure doing that, but it would be fun.
Do players still pay attention to what Cherry says, or you guys just see him as an old curmudgeon?
I love him. I won't, if I'm typically, like, I'm a healthy scratch half the games, and if we have a Saturday game, I will watch Hot Stove and Don Cherry every single time. Even if our period has started, I will keep it on Hot Stove or watch Coach's Corner.
I love that.
God, yeah, like religiously. I think it's awesome.
And the Hockey Night in Canada interview towels at intermissions, are those still a hot commodity if you get one?
I did an after hours, and I think they gave me like 4 towels, and then they ended up sending me a bunch, and I used them as like my bathroom towels at my place in Scottsdale.
Oh, as you should. Awesome.
So,
but they should get a robe so like guys could come out and do an interview like
That's a
after
great
the shower.
idea.
Like, isn't that
Yeah.
Maybe TSN can get a robe, so they can have their towels, and we'll go high end, and we'll go a TSN robe.
I wear a robe every trade center. I wear a robe, and nothing underneath, just letting the junk fly.
That's right. Don't go too loose on the string then.
Okay, I won't.
Maybe a double knot.
Yeah, I'll knot it up. Biz, put your analyst's hat on here very quickly. Have you been watching a little bit of playoff hockey or a lot of playoff hockey? Has anything surprised you? What stands out for you right now where we are?
I mean, LA again. I mean, they're looking good. You know, I know Quick didn't have the greatest regular season, but you know, with the 6 games left, he started getting back into his groove, and they look really strong. I think Detroit, man, looks good too. Like, they've been giving Chicago a hard time. I don't know. I've been watching a lot though. I like watching hockey. Some of my teammates, man, once we're done, they don't even turn a game on. So, but I like to watch, see how guys are doing.
Is it because they just want to get away from it and de-stress, or they're just not entertained?
Yeah, just kind of like I know I'm good buddies with Boyd Gordon, and he could care less, man. But during the season, man, that guy is so intense, and like he's like a different guy at the rink than he is away from the rink. He's like so professional, and you know, like game face on, like I could do anything and couldn't get him to smile at the rink. So yeah, it's the.
On right now, I have this debate quite a bit on the desk in between commercial breaks. The Olympics are coming up pretty fast. Team Canada, do you see Mike Smith being one of Canada's 3 goalies?
I don't know. That's tough because usually they go with guys that have been there before and experienced it. But I mean, if he has a start to the season like he did when we made that playoff run, yeah, he definitely get an invite to camp. I mean, you got to. Is Corey Schneider? Is he Canadian?
No,
he's American.
Oh, he's American.
Right now, I have Smith, Cam Ward, and Carey Price.
Campbell. Am I drawing a blank here?
Cam Ward, not Campbell.
Oh, Cam Ward.
Yeah, and Carey Price.
Yeah. Cam Ward. Yeah, it's such a crapshoot. Like, I mean, what about Luongo getting invited to camp? You guys don't think he'll get invited?
Well, he might. I mean, it's almost the problem is he hasn't been starting regularly, so he doesn't really get that chance to sort of, prove that he still can carry the load. But obviously he did for Canada at the Olympics, so like it's more to your point, right? That he's been there before. He's already proved he can do it.
Well, that's where I see them, like, maybe bringing in some fresh blood. If, say, for instance, Mike Smith had a great start to the year, whereas why wouldn't you bring Luongo as a third string? He's been there, done that. If you run into some problems, hey, you never know, right? Like he's I thought he did well under the circumstances this year with all the stuff going on and coming into camp and stuff.
And he's won over Canucks fans because of how he dealt with the situation and also how he's been on Twitter. The guy's a pretty funny guy.
Yeah, and I think if you can rag on yourself and you don't take yourself seriously, I think when he showed his personality on Twitter, it changed the minds of a lot of people. And I mean, I know old school people think Twitter's dumb and they think it's a distraction, but I think it helped them out big time.
Old school people are dumb.
No, but you know what I mean? You know how, like, older guys, like...
Oh,
like,
I know.
Some GMs are like, I hate Twitter. Like, nothing good could come of it, and blah, blah, blah. But my agent told me to delete it when I said those Kovalchuk comments, and he's like, nothing good could come of Twitter. And I was like...
I hope you fired that agent, Biz.
No, he's still my agent.
Oh, okay.
got me a really good Peter one-way deal, so yeah, he's good.
Okay, so Biz, we're moving to LA in July, so you can stop by on your way to Vancouver when you're driving up.
July what?
I have no idea when we even start our jobs.
Well, Biz, remember when you came out to work for TSN, Biz, and they were like, hey, we're going to bring you here on a Wednesday, and we're going to put you on TV Thursday. Like, they didn't even give you any rehearsal. Yeah, in the States, we're rehearsing for like 2 months for this show. So we're not used to that. So we'll be there just hanging out. So you can stop by anytime and we'll hang out.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You have to come to the Valley, though.
Boys, I'm at the airport, and I was talking to you guys and got distracted, and I think I just lost my passport.
Oh, no. Are you serious?
Hi.
I don't know. I went and got a waffle cone at Wendy's. It's probably there.
Hi.
Oh, the brand new waffle cones. How was it?
It was awesome, but I lost my passport.
Oh.
Hi.
Great.
Okay, so if anyone's at the airport and they've seen Biz's passport, please return it.
Is this a live podcast?
No, it's not. I was just going to point that out.
Hi.
Just in case. You never know. Maybe it'll still be gone.
Maybe you're going to be like Tom Hanks and stuck at the airport.
It's okay. I'm just going to walk back to the Wendy's. I'm sure someone grabbed it.
Yeah, I'm
So I
sure
hit the panic button.
someone has it for
Okay,
sure.
we got to see this through now.
Yeah.
You got to guide us through this.
Yeah.
Now it's
All
a
right,
tense
it's
situation.
not close. Let's just keep talking, and I'll see if I can
What
find it.
airport are you in again?
Oh, I'm in Seattle. I took a connector from Victoria.
You're at the SeaTac?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Seattle. Is there one airport here?
Yeah, I think it's just the one, the SeaTac airport. Hey, there's a question for you, Biz. Oh, Seattle. Don't you think that would be a great NHL city, or am I crazy? I think it'd be fantastic.
I don't know. I've never like been here. I know that they really support their sports teams, though. They're like fanatic about it.
I just think I think it would be a great. I mean, they've got a good history. Junior, the Thunderbirds have been there forever. They'd have a nice rivalry with the Canucks. It just
that would be cool.
It would be very cool. It would be fantastic. I think it'd be a good place. You could go see Seahawks games. You could rip it up with Eddie Vedder.
A lot of my Vancouver buddies are huge Seahawks fans, and they said it's nuts at these games.
It's supposed to be the best crowd in the NFL.
Are you getting close to the Wendy's?
Yeah, I just turned the corner. It's like a food court in the middle here.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
That waffle cone, hey, guess what, though? The chocolate machine was broken down, so I had the vanilla.
Ooh.
And the vanilla was okay, I know.
No one orders vanilla.
But the cone itself was good.
Hey, Wendy's,
Yeah.
good idea bringing that out. Hey, Wendy's, you should sponsor the podcast.
Yeah,
There you go.
We're still looking for sponsors, Biz, so if you have anyone, just pass them on to us.
Although Wendy's seems to have gotten rid of the original Wendy as their spokesperson. They're just going with the younger Wendy with the red hair now. Is anyone paying attention
on
to this?
the commercial? Hey,
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
I think around
And she was on Mythbusters or something?
What?
Yeah, someone said that. No.
You mean the guy with the goatee?
I know the girl you're referring to, on right. That's not her.
Oh, okay. I thought she was on Mythbusters.
No, I know who loves her. Producer Tim.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Are you in the first class lounge yet?
Oh, 1 sec. No, I'm just at Wendy's.
Okay. Here we go.
Hey, one sec, guys.
Okay.
Let's listen.
This is God, I hope he finds his passport. This is so stressful.
Hopefully.
Okay. Here we go.
No dice, boys.
Nothing?
Hi.
Crap.
There's got to be like a lawsuit. Somebody would have taken it. Somebody probably like,
No one would steal it because people who are traveling already have their passports. They don't need another one.
Exactly. My flight's not till 7 though, so I'll just go like a lost and found or something.
Okay. Maybe they can make an announcement over the PA system or something.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna have to go somewhere.
Okay, well, we'll let you deal with that. Check back in.
Okay, this will be like a cliffhanger. Will you fire me a direct message, Paul, and let me know that you got it okay and you're all right?
All right, I'll have to do that. Yeah.
Okay, and then we'll let the listeners know that everything worked out.
We know it's going to be okay. You're going to find it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, someone's got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is it. We're done.
We're done, buddy. This is it.
You have to deal with that situation.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, good luck with everything, boys. And are you guys going to still do the podcast while you're in LA?
Well, we think we are. Yeah, we are. So maybe if you're down there playing or something, you can swing by the studio or something. We can hang out.
Perfect. Good luck, boys, and thanks for having me on.
Thanks, Biz.
Thanks, Paul. Good chatting with you, buddy. Good luck.
For sure. Talk soon.
That's Paul Bissonette, Biz Nasty 2.0 on Twitter.
Jeez, I hope he finds his passport.
I dropped my passport on a plane once. That's the only time I
more stressful than losing your passport. You could feel the stress in his voice. I wish I could just go there and find it for him.
He's going to find it. We are partly to blame because we sidetracked.
I blame you. I think it's all your fault.
Now I feel like a Wendy's cone.
A waffle cone.
That was hilarious. All right, so anyone listening, let Paul know if you found his passport.
Well, you never know.
That'd be pretty funny if it... Well, it wouldn't be funny if he still hadn't found it by then.
Oh, and it's going to be up in a couple of days, so maybe it's still missing by then.
Well, the one saving grace, he can fly within the United States with just his ID, with just his license.
True.
He doesn't need his
But
passport.
he's trying to get to Vancouver.
All right.
That's a problem.
I thought he was going back to Phoenix.
Is he?
And then driving
No, I
up
think
to
he's-
Vancouver.
Oh, is that what he's doing? Why would he do that? Why would he fly to Seattle, fly back to Phoenix?
Because he's probably got to get a bunch of crap.
No,
He's going up to train.
Yeah, but why would he fly to Seattle, Washington, right by Vancouver, then fly back to Phoenix, then drive?
But he
from
was in
Phoenix?
Victoria for the weekend, and then he flew to Seattle.
Is that what he's doing?
He just said he spent the weekend in Victoria.
So he flew back.
No, he flew from Victoria to Seattle.
Right.
And he's going Seattle. Because he
But
was...
then why would he drive? Why he's driving?
But Mike, did he not say he was taking a quick flight? He was... Am I correct?
30-minute flight.
Yeah, so he's flying Victoria to Seattle.
Okay.
And then he's going Seattle to Phoenix.
Sorry, my bad. I thought he was going the other way. I thought he was flying to Vancouver.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he was going there, and then he said he's driving from Phoenix to Vancouver.
That sounds horrible.
Sounds fun. It's a little road trip for him. You go up and train.
It'll be fun.
That sounds terrible. No one would want to do that. Just have it shipped up.
Yeah, again, I like road trips. You don't like road trips? Nice long drive? No?
I guess. Yeah, sure.
What about driving down the California coast?
Yeah, well, that would be good.
Just
That would
you
be
and
good.
me.
No, I don't think so. I don't think that sounds good at all.
Oh, thanks a lot. Is this the Taggart time?
Oh, Taggart. We're going to call Taggart? Okay, I got to get out of the way again.
We apologize for this disjointed podcast. We are in different surroundings. Again, we're in a closet.
No, I think it's been going very well, actually.
Freezing in here.
No, it's beautiful.
I like it, but... Well, Jan's pits are drying.
I'm drying out.
Dulcie's pits are drying up a bit.
I'm drying out. Sorry for sticking that New Kids on the Block song in all your heads. This, you've probably found out by now, this week we're just using a regular beep for a swear word, so not any remix.
Yeah, we got a lot of feedback that maybe that was a bit too much.
But a lot of you just wanted the singled out, hi, for this. We'll maybe use that next week.
Yeah, we could use that.
Hi!
I do like that. I was
That's
thinking
my
about that all
favorite.
week.
Hey, Jared, how you doing?
Oh,
We
here's
got Taggart on the phone. Keep your eye on your cell phone. We want to know the conclusion of Biz Nasty finding his passport.
Okay.
And Gentili, if you could check on that too. We need to find out before this podcast is done.
Or by Thursday.
Because we'll have a lot of stressed out people. I'll be stressed out not knowing the conclusion.
I think he's going to find it. People are nice in general.
He's approaching 500,000 followers. Well, he's at 425 at the taping of this. That's
nothing
very
right now.
cool.
Nothing yet.
Oh, I wanted to ask him about the Wheeling Nailers when he played for them. That was just an awesome hockey team name of the ECHL.
There we go.
Jeremy Taggart joins us on the telephone. Jeremy couldn't be here in studio because there's not room for another human to sit inside here.
Yeah, I've heard that's very small, that area.
It's small and sweaty.
Well, it's not. It's cool, but Toolsy's sweating like a Ted Stryker trying to land the airplane.
A couple too many hot peppers at dinner tonight, or what?
No, we had breakfast for dinner at the O'Toole's.
Oh, you had pancakes or eggs?
No, we had some pea meal bacon, some eggs, some beans, some toast. It was delicious.
Why are we in this small, confined room if you had beans for dinner?
Oh, not again.
Come on, it'll be fun.
Not again with the hot sauce butts.
I mentioned at the beginning of the podcast how I have texted you several times to say how much I loved your On Right's Going Blue tonight.
He's working blue, last week. Is he still at it?
No, this week we've been totally clean.
There was a bit.
What?
There was a bit of potty talk.
Was there? Oh, yeah. He's probably right about that. Taggart, what's going on? How's your week going so far?
Oh, it's not bad. I'm just enjoying some of this weather we're getting, this summertime-like weather. You guys liking this?
Gorgeous. Have you been out golfing?
I did. I went out a little bit. I went to the Station Creek, which is a nice Club Link facility, which is not a bad little spot. I'm enjoying the greens are starting to come together on the courses. I think I'm ready for Duffy.
Oh, you and Duffy going to go out and swing the sticks?
No, but apparently he likes to really wager it up, doesn't he? Is that true, Toolsy?
He does, but you'll kick his butt. He's okay golfer. He shoots in the mid-80s, but you're much better than that. But Duffy, he plays a game in which he does nothing exciting the entire round, and you're like, you shot an 84? How?
Oh, really?
It's like the slow
Those are the
and
most
steady.
infuriating golfers ever. They never get into trouble.
Yeah, you can't. Or it looks like they were all over the place, but they putted the lights out, so it's like it seems like they shot 90, but they shot 78.
But he would drive 25 yards behind everyone else, but it's always down the middle.
Yeah, bump it by the green, and then 2 putts.
Oh, God.
Couple of bogeys. Yeah, well, the 78, guys.
Sorry, it's not my usual score. Only 6 over. I'm disappointed.
220 yards down the fairway.
I wish. God, I'd love to be that person.
Hey, do you have a Taggart tale?
I do. I got one time my dad was umping. He liked to ump once in a while. He had his card for the Ontario Umpire Association. Did the 3-day clinic and the deal they do for that. So he was quite the ump. He had a good eye as well as coaching. But he was umping a game when my brother was in, and my brother's at bat, and he took a pitch. It was a little outside, and he was like a ball. My brother's like, okay, and then another one that my brother thought was a strike. And he's like, that's not, it comes in, and my dad's like, that's a strike. And then my Jet's like, but that's not a strike. And my dad comes up to him, what are you talking about? Don't ever say anything about my game, and punches him in the arm.
Whoa!
I got a kid, just a little kid's game. All serious. Wow. Sometimes the Taggart heat backfired a little bit into a domestic dispute.
So, wait, your brother punched him or your dad punched him?
My dad came and punched him for mouthing off, saying it was a ball.
But only in the arm. Give him a little shot in the arm.
Shot in the arm. Like, don't you try and find swearing. Don't you talk about the baseball where I pitch.
Taught him a valuable lesson.
Yeah,
that's right.
In front of the whole tournament. It was pretty crazy stuff.
Those were the days when you could do stuff like that.
Yeah, I was going to say, but now you try to do that, they'd haul you away like Rob Ford for crack.
Well, if that is real video, I want to see it.
Oh, don't we all?
Wouldn't that be quite the scene if, he's hanging with gun runners and smoking crack?
Well, here's the question. Okay, what are they at now? Like 60,000, 70,000 for this crack starter video?
Yeah.
They're trying to raise 200,000. My question for you, Jeremy, is if you were, say, one of his fierce political opponents who had some money, why wouldn't you just top it up to 200 and get it out there
because
right
they'd
now?
find out that you put that money in there, then you'd be in trouble.
Why?
Yeah, well, no, I think the concern is and why probably the media outlets aren't throwing down is because these guys are like gangbangers, aren't they? The guys that are...
They are. Yeah.
So you're basically
they're people too.
facilitating and giving money to this, this crazy trade or whatever. These guys that are selling guns on the street. It's just, I think it's just it's not, exactly TMZ with the photos,
Well, the thing is, it sounds like it's on a cell phone that's like a flip phone. The ones that, the first cell phones that could take videos. It's not on like an iPhone or something like that. So the technology is even a bit archaic.
Yeah, but the bottom line is the guy, if he's smoking crack, and was it 3 or 4 reporters that have seen it?
I was going to say, three reporters have already seen it. They've already seen it.
So, I mean, I'm surprised that if 3 different reporters saw it, can't they talk about it? Like who these people are and...
Yeah,
I mean, this reported hockey analyst, which is...
Well, this is the other thing. Like, Friday night, this comes out.
Yeah.
And the original Gawker story comes out, and it just almost as a throwaway, they say, and a prominent hockey analyst. And immediately we all thought of Toolsy. Toolsy in North Oshawa, banging rocks.
You guys want to go crush a few rocks tonight?
Again, at some point during this, we should throw allegedly a bunch of times in here somewhere. Right? Allegedly, everyone.
Christoph, can you paste those on there?
And Rob Ford, allegedly.
Yeah. If you're listening from the States or around the world, Toronto's mayor apparently is a big crackhead. So there we go. Allegedly.
He's more of a Friday night crackhead.
That's right, just on the weekends.
When he wants to really rip it up.
He's like a weekend hacker on the course. He only swings the sticks on the weekend, and he only hits the pipe on the weekend.
Hey, Dougie, you want to go hit the rocks tonight?
I sent out a tweet on Friday after this broke. I said Rob Ford should have just gone for a dart. And I put should have, so I put like the way it is said, not grammatically correct, but should have. So all the grammar police on Twitter, it's should have.
Oh my God.
Hi.
Hey, going for a dart.
You're talking about Rob Ford smoking crack. You're not worrying about the grammar.
Exactly.
It's terrible. I really, I hope he kicks this habit of smoking crack. But for the time being, it doesn't get any better than this.
This alleged habit.
And it's not just what he's not only is he smoking crack, but the things that he says apparently are really crazy. So
in the video, like some potentially racially tinged remarks.
And some anti-Trudeau remarks. And some muttering, like the guy who's singing the anthem, kind of.
If you're a crackhead, do you not take the crack back to your house and smoke the crack? Maybe don't smoke it in your dealer's house?
Yeah, or like let them film it and maybe, what else do they do? It's only 90 seconds, so they start like punching each other in the arm for fun.
It's a fight club.
Like Ron Taggart, punching each other in the arm.
Punching me in the arm and then holding his arm up. Come on, let's go, Dougie.
What was that?
Dougie Ford.
Dougie. Okay.
Oh, yeah, Doug Ford.
Doug Ford.
Not Gilmore.
No, I always think it's Dougie. Hey, Dougie, let's go out. Let's go, Dougie.
So if Rob Ford gets away with this, something that's allegedly caught on video.
Yeah.
So can he just start walking into banks on tape and just taking money and walking out? And if he doesn't talk about it, then it just goes away?
Yeah, I like that Taiwanese cartoon that they put together for the news.
They did one of those on this?
Yeah.
Oh, they did?
It's like him ripping on the glass pipe, the whole thing. Like it's just he's right into it.
Oh, my God. Oh, I have to see that.
Yeah, you got to see it. He's got his own little pipe-o.
I'd like to see one of those Taiwanese cartoons for the Ron Taggart stories.
The rage, the tractor one would be hilarious.
That would. Hey, should we do a TV theme vault? Taggart, you want to stay on the line for TV theme vault?
That would be incredible. Yeah, what are you guys doing today?
Okay, so Toolsy, you want to go first?
Yeah, we have. I used to watch this one when I got home from school.
I don't know this one at all. I'm curious about this.
And I watched it while eating Maple Leaf cookies. I remember distinctly. Brave Star.
And one day a lawman appeared with powers.
Was that a horse?
Yes.
And bear. Protector of peace,
65 episodes, 87 to 88. There's the two main characters, Brave Star and his sidekick Mount, 30-30.
Oh, that looks real. That looks legit.
Yeah, it's, I'll give you the synopsis. American space western animated television series. The original episodes aired 87. Created simultaneously with a collection of action figures, which I have. I still have the original Brave Star character, and he does a very graphic thing. Most of the characters back then, you hit the button on their back, and all he does is this. Is that one big one of these, right? See,
masturbates.
He does that motion. So you never saw that at all, ever?
I literally have never heard of it. Taggart, have you even heard of that?
Never heard of that. Was that just a Peterborough area kind of deal?
Just a
magical encounter between human and horse.
That's what it was.
What's the name of that TV station in Peterborough?
Chex TV?
Yeah, little Chex.
Toolsy, are you going to end up there at Chex TV when when our career ends up, after we hang out with Biz Nasty in LA for a year and our relationships fall apart and we become
I better end up at Chex
crackheads?
TV. That's my goal.
All right, fair enough.
Not to become a crackhead, but to end up at Chex TV.
God, it'd be great if Toolsy was a crackhead, though.
So the big thing about
the glamorous crackhead of LA.
Exactly.
So the big thing about the hero of the show, Brave Star, he's a Native American who can call upon power of spirit animals. So he had eyes of the hawk, or he'd say ears of the wolf, gives him super hearing. Strength of the bear gives him super strength. Speed of the puma.
Right. It sounds like Wonder Twins.
Sounds like you're trying to re-pitch the show.
It sounds like Wonder Twins.
And his horse...
Shape of a snake.
His horse, 30-30, was a techno horse who can transform into something else.
Form
Whatever,
of
I give up.
A testicle.
I think it's starting to come back to me now.
I have one that was sent to me by one of our listeners. She wanted this. We've had this request for a while, and I think this is probably one that we all remember from our childhoods. This is a pretty exciting show. It's called Gem.
That's a catchy tune.
Pretty good tune.
Taggart?
I actually, a good friend of mine knew the writer of that song very well in Los Angeles. And they got loaded from that song, doing that, like a Pad in the Hills style.
Right.
Just off the one song?
That back in the day, I guess, when you had a hit show or even a Saturday morning cartoon, you got paid. And this guy had a big house in the hills because he did the Gem theme song. Truly outrageous.
But okay, what was the premise of that show? It was just two dueling bands, and they just
they had like superpowers with their
the Misfits
rock and roll style lifestyle with superpowers. It was like that era of like cartoons were so bad. It was just like copy the A-Team, but then give them guitars, and
pretty much
throw some G.I. Joe in there and some photon rays.
Yeah, and pretty much the same animation, the same animators.
Yeah.
One of the Misfits was Engelbert Humperdinck's daughter.
What happened to her?
Hi.
There it is, the blues. She was the town.
Hi. So Gem transformed. She was like a regular girl, and then she transformed into a rock star.
Yeah,
that's what Taggart does every time he goes on stage. He's a regular guy.
Normal, and then I just turn into a nutcase. Sorry, it's just the stage. It just does it to me.
That's what happens to Mick Fleetwood, right? When he makes all those weird faces.
He does that. It's on stage and in the bedroom. That's when that's the tie-in. He does all those jumping off the corner of the bed.
He sounds like Ron Taggart a little bit.
Has anyone heard from Biz Nasty yet? Taggart, before you came on, Paul Bissonnette, Biz Nasty was on. We talked to him from the Seattle airport, and while on the phone with us, he lost his passport.
Oh, no. That's crazy.
Worst.
So he's stuck in Seattle?
Yeah, I think so.
He's going to be sleepless in Seattle.
That's rough.
That joke?
What the hell is he doing?
Yeah, the joke is rough.
We don't know. He went to get a, you saw the Wendy's commercials where they got to do Frosty and the cones. He went to get one of those cones.
Oh.
They were out of the chocolate ice cream, so he had to get vanilla. So after he crushed that, he discovered that he had no passport, so now he's wandering around an airport looking for his passport.
Yeah, still no update.
He left it at Wendy's?
No, he went back while we still had him on the phone and checked, and they didn't have it at Wendy's, so he's got to go to the airport lost and found or something.
That sucks.
I think he's going to be staying with Eddie Vedder tonight, Taggart.
Yep. I'll hook him up with my buddy Keplinger, and I'll go and hit the market in the morning.
Maybe Chris Novoselic can put him up.
Nice. Or maybe Kim Thiel from Soundgarden can come take him. Hey, Kim with the beard.
Is that that's the guitarist with the crazy beard and the long hair?
Yes.
Yeah, he was cool.
You want to ride, man?
Come on, it'll be fun.
That guy would scare the shit out of me.
Or maybe the two the Van Connor brothers.
Oh, the Screaming Trees.
Yeah, the huge brothers.
Yeah. They hated each other, didn't they? They fought all the time.
No, they were just brotherly.
Yeah, I guess all brothers are like that.
What was
they played hard too. I remember seeing them fall down on stage drunk, like collapse.
What was their big song?
They had a few. They had
Nearly Lost You.
Oh yeah,
Nearly Lost You. They had that Hendrix cover that was cool.
Maybe we could play Nearly Lost You as the end song on this podcast.
Would be nice.
Yeah, that's a great tune.
Great jam.
Yeah,
I saw them play with the Spin Doctors and Soul Asylum.
Oh my God! Wow, where's Soul Asylum now? Where's Dave Pirner now?
Yeah, remember he was with Winona Ryder on his arm. He was Mr. Fancy Pants with the actress.
He had it going there for a split second. It was
I think he started smoking crack.
Yeah, he might have. That's a good lesson for all our future mayors out there and aspiring rock stars.
Only Marianne Barry could get his job back.
It's true.
He's the only one who could pull it off.
It's true. Do we have a commercial this week? No, vintage commercial. We're going to skip that this week. I think we better wrap it up because we gotta run.
And we have to give a tour of the TSN studios.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, Rob Ford's here with his brother Doug.
Oh, nice. And we're just going to go in this little back room here. And
there's no cameras here, right, guys?
Yeah. I happen to have a rock.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not accusing anyone of anything.
No, but it'd sure be cool if he did.
Oh, God, it'd be great if he was a massive crackhead.
Taggart, thanks for coming on.
Thank you. I can't wait to find out who the hockey analyst is.
I know.
See you, Taggart.
All right, see you guys.
Jeremy Taggart from Our Lady Peace. We also thank Paul Bissonnette.
Yeah, great guest. Mike Gentili, Christoph Mamona, thank you for basically running the entire show. And just want to say, I think this is one of the best ones we ever did. I think we should do more of these in a closet.
It's too confined.
Cold. Yeah, it's getting chilly now, thanks to Toolsy. We're literally all freezing. Toolsy, meanwhile, the pit stains are just drying up.
Yeah. Well, no, I still got
They're still there. Sorry, I spoke too soon.
Okay,
Sorry,
so we'll see you next week, and we will hopefully, Biz Nasty will tweet out that he found his passport.
Yes, we will keep you posted.
Yeah. Good luck, Biz Nasty.
Take care, everyone.
They're going home.
Dance. 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 Keep dancing.